Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Mon, and this is my cousin, Willie. Say hey to him.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, we gonna give y'all another subject today, but before I get there, I want y'all to like, subscribe to my video. If you haven't already did it, if it's your first time here, go ahead and scroll down and comment, leave messages, or whatever you want to do. Like, subscribe to those videos as well. And make sure you share it. Today we're gonna talk about, is it okay for your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, to have friends of the opposite sex? What you think, Phil?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
I think it's okay too. I mean, especially if y'all just friends. Now, even if y'all done been more than friends once before, I still think it's okay as long as y'all got that line where that's all it is right now, you know, and it'll be okay.
Yeah, I think, especially if it's a friend that you know is a friend, you probably are gonna want to introduce them to that spouse. You know, like if I got a real close female friend and I know she's special to me or she's a good friend, then I'm gonna want to tell my wife about her. I'm a girlfriend to keep down confusion.
You got to do that. Yeah. And that's where the problem normally come in at, is when you keep her or keep him or her a secret from your spouse. That's when the problem come in, because now you're hiding something.
Yeah. Now I will say this: depending on your spouse or girlfriend's personality, it could be a conflict of interest. I mean, in most cases, most of us know what our significant other is going to put up with or not put up with. So sometimes you have to be in a situation where you have to be, I'm gonna say this, crystal clear that, you know, ain't nothing going on. This is a friend of mine. They're gonna stay a friend of mine. Now, you gotta go home and live with after that.
So
you know, it might take a while for her to get used to it, but you know, you gotta suffer the consequences of your actions, and then you gotta live with those consequences.
Yeah, and another way to make her feel secure and safe about the situation, when she calls, don't go outside and talk to her for me. Don't do that right there, because that's leaving questions going up in their head, like, why he gotta go outside and talk to her? Why he gotta go in the back and talk to her? Why he can't answer the phone right here? You know? And then it's also gotta be respectful where, okay, yeah, you my friend, and you know I got a wife. Don't be calling my phone after this time right here. That ain't gonna fly.
Yeah, I think if you do have a friend that's, again, a friend of yours and they concerned about your well-being, they're not going to do that anyway. You know, they're going to be trying to keep down issues with your marriage just as well as you trying to keep down those issues.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might have to say something to them if they do step out of line or make a call like that. You know, I had a friend once. Her husband didn't like the fact that me and her were friends, but she was adamant about, it's just a friend of mine, we ain't doing nothing, and I'm not gonna lose a good friend because he was insecure or whatever you want to call it. So every situation is different.
Yeah.
Every situation is different. You know, one size don't fit all. What works for me might not work for you.
You're right.
Yeah.
And then I think it also helps if that friend of yours has someone else as well. And then y'all just go out on like a group thing or something like that, because if she ain't got no man or he ain't got no woman, she or he probably ain't gonna let that roll, because they gonna feel like, well, why she ain't got no man? And you know, yeah, it might not sit well with them then.
Yeah, I agree with that. Sometimes it's all about the person's personality, but then again, your significant other may feel like it's inappropriate. Not only that it's inappropriate for you to have a friend of the opposite, she may feel like it's inappropriate for her to have a friend. So, with that being said, she's not gonna. She might not be trying to deal with your friend then at that point.
Yeah.
The first thing she gonna say, I ain't got no male friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Only female friend you need is me.
Yeah.
So now that brings up a lot of other issues and conversations.
Now
it can be entertaining. Depending on the person.
When it comes like that, it's starting to get where you tying your hands now. Because if she said, I ain't got no female friends, no male friends, then you like, well, hell, I mean, I really can't argue with her about it. or I ain't telling you not. You can say I ain't telling you not to have none, but that don't sound worth nothing. She gonna be like, I ain't saying you telling me, but at the same time, I'm doing this because I'm trying to make this what it is. And you be like, it gets to the point where you be like, what can I do? Now I gotta hide my friends when you don't want to hide, because that ain't right, you know. But it seems like they force your hand to hide them then.
Yeah, at that point, you gotta. I'm gonna put it like this: it depends on how much you care about your wife or your husband.
Yeah.
What comes with them? You gotta look at your situation, whether you got kids, whether you got responsibilities with that person, and is that friend possibly worth losing that marriage over for that friend? Now, to me, a good friend is probably not going to put you in a situation where you have to get that far. You know, a good friend would probably step back and say, hey, you know what? We just friends. I understand how she feels.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to put you out through that. And then some of them will step aside, politely. Chances are you ain't going to lose contact with them, but they ain't going to be in a situation where your marriage or your lifestyle is being jeopardized because of, them being in your relationship. I mean, we have spouses that are insecure, males and females, and the strong-minded ones, they probably ain't gonna put up with the opposite sex. So, like he said, now that puts you in a situation where you may have to hide that friend or speak to them like some of us, do when you at work or when you out. Everybody got time to try and balance that relationship. But it's all about what you want to go through and what you're willing to sacrifice. Because actions have consequences, and vice versa. Consequences, you get actions.
Yeah.
So,
because for every action there's a reaction. And with that being said, if we saying spouse, we really talking about your wife or your husband. Because if it's just your boyfriend or girlfriend, he might not be here tomorrow. So, but if it's your wife, you gotta think about that a little more, because you don't want to lose your wife or your husband behind it. And your friends, they should understand, because I got friends that okay, they got mans and they man them loud, and they okay. I see them when I see them, I speak. I don't call them like that. I don't talk to them like that. And it just be a friendship when we see each other. We still cool, but it ain't gonna be I'm gonna be calling her like I used to or none of that stuff. Because I know the situation, I know they man ain't gonna be comfortable with it. Especially if we used to date or anything like that, they sure enough ain't gonna be comfortable with it then. Even if we ain't dating now, but we used to date, they ain't gonna be comfortable with that at all. So
yeah, like I said, really the whole situation is gonna depend on your spouse's husband, wife, how they feel about it. Some may understand. Again, they may have a friend the same way. Some they may not. So again, you got to kind of weigh the pros and the cons of that whole situation. But chances are, if you really care about your wife, we always say, if you really care about your husband or your wife, it ain't too many things you're not gonna do to keep the peace or to keep that person. Because again, this is a friend, and that's gonna probably be your friend, whether you with that spouse or you're not with the spouse. I'd rather be with the spouse and have a friend than with the friend without a spouse.
Yeah.
So again, you gotta kind of balance it out and see how you feel about it. Now, if you one of them people out there who you don't care about your spouse, don't give a crap.
Yeah.
You probably ain't no care. You're gonna probably do whatever you want. You be like, bump her, bump him. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
Some people do it.
A bunch of them out there doing it.
So you have to figure out which category you fit in. And there's a lot of categories.
Yeah, the single category. It gets longer.
Yeah, it do. I did. You're sitting out there thinking that if you're not with the spouse, okay, well you still got that friend. You can cry on his shoulder, or cry on her shoulder. And so a lot of times, if you got a true friend, some of them gonna tell you what you need to hear, some of them gonna tell you what you want to hear. Yeah. What kind of person are you? Do you want to hear the truth, or you want to hear a lie? Frankly, me myself, I could deal with either one of them. I mean, tell me a lie when I need it, tell me the truth when I need it.
Yeah, that's me too.
So, you know, but I'm pretty much gonna react. At some point, I'm gonna realize what's best for me out of that whole situation.
Yeah.
You know, now if you one of them people that's in denial and you don't know what you want in life and don't know what you're trying to accomplish, hey, maybe not being with the spouse works for you. Because you got a friend.
Yeah, but you know, you're gonna probably need that spouse because if you get sick, your friend ain't ready to come help you and come stay, make sure you everything is good with you because y'all just friends. She don't care about you that much.
I don't know now. I disagree. Sometimes, let's just be honest. Sometimes a friend is more helpful and more. I mean, it happens. The friend is better than the spouse. I mean,
Yeah,
it's two sides of every coin.
Yeah, and in situations like that, why she ain't your spouse then?
That's a good one.
You see what I'm saying? In situations if she better than your spouse, and you knew her before your spouse, why she ain't your spouse?
Now, that's a question I can't answer.
See, yeah, so she ain't your spouse for a reason, you know.
Hey, that's a good way of looking at it.
So apparently she ain't as good as the spouse because when you make someone your spouse, wife, husband, whatever the case may be, they did something right. And for the ones that didn't make the cut, they did something wrong. So we ain't gonna say she's gonna be better than the spouse because
Well, at the time it could have been an option. You said why she ain't the spouse, she might have been in a relationship, or he may have been in a relationship while you were single, and then vice versa. You know, all kinds of things happen in life.
yeah.
You can try to make it black and white like that, but it's usually not black and white. There's a lot of gray in life.
Yeah, you're right. She could have been in a situation when you were single, and when you got single, she was in a situation, and then you met somebody else, and she got out of her situation, and then you was already married. Yeah, okay, I give you that.
Kind of reminds me of that movie. What was that movie called? My Best Friend's Wedding. Julia Roberts, Cameron Diaz, and she loved this guy. And that was her best friend. But at the end of the movie, you know, he married the other lady. You know, so there was a reason they were friends all them years. I guess he never looked at her like he did, but you know, it was a funny movie.
Yeah.
I encourage y'all to go watch that. My Best Friend's Wedding.
it?
My Best Friend's Wedding. Julia Roberts, Cameron Diaz. I don't know the guy name.
I'm about to look that up. I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
My Best Friend's Wedding.
My Best Friend's Wedding. So, like I said, life throws you a lot of curveballs.
All the time.
But at the end of the day, that person who you're with, that spouse, husband, wife, you know, you kind of adjust to them, especially the longer you're in a relationship with them. You know, I think, you know, when you're younger, it's a lot of volatility there. You know, I ain't gonna do this, ain't gonna do that. But as you get older and you grow with that person, then, you know, you start seeing if you grow. And you got some people who 50 and 60 years old, they never grow up. And you got some 21s and 18-year-olds, and they all grown.
Grown as hell.
So it depends on the situation. But 9 out of 10 times, long before you marry your husband or wife, you should know how they feel about female friends or male friends. You know,
yeah, that's a conversation you should have before you get married. You know, so that's one of those.
See, that makes it easy because now you asking me from day one. Okay, well, we boyfriend and girlfriend now. I got this female friend that I care about. What do you think? She might be like, well, I ain't trying to put up with that. Now she done told you what she thinks. So as your relationship goes on, you might be some things that come out, you know, that you don't like about her, or she don't like about you. Y'all may not wind together. So that then next time you meet another lady, she might be like, I ain't got a problem with it, you know. I mean, a lot of times, again, we don't know. I mean, how many of us get a girlfriend or boyfriend, we know we're gonna marry them? No, you know.
Not from the beginning anyway, you know.
But again, long before you marry them, you should know how they feel about friends of the opposite sex.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you find out after the marriage, well,
there you go.
Might not be no marriage, you know.
Not no long marriage anyway.
Yeah.
So it won't be no long marriage.
I mean, you know, marriage is hard anyway without complications that ain't got to be there. You know, so this is what we do.
Well, y'all tell us what y'all think at the bottom. Leave a comment, let us know what y'all think about it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, get the thumbs up. and leave a comment. If y'all got something y'all want us to talk about on the next vlog, let me know and I'll get on it. Thank you.